Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, like, subscribe. I know you wanna. Carrington has been receiving loads of questions saying how they missed his old YouTube videos and want him to start making videos again, and are wondering if he's going to or not. Carrington actually speaks out and responds to someone's question on TikTok, and this is what Carrington had to say.
I've been wanting to make YouTube videos for I just have missed like giving life updates. Like I like doing that shit, but I'm using my YouTube account for my music stuff right now, so I don't know if I should make a new account about it or just do the same.
So as we know, I've covered Carrington talking about his YouTube channel quite extensively here on this channel, how he would change his aesthetics every other day, leave little cryptic messages talking about how everyone's lying on him and how much he loves his fans, all this rather strange stuff. But as we know, I thought, and now Carrington has confirmed, he was just doing this for his new music he had coming out. So he wiped all of his old videos and he's only uploaded his new music videos as well as Night Phone. If you guys remember, he kept taking the Night Phone lyric video up and down, up and down. I don't think Carrington just knew what on earth he was doing with his channel for months of years. Anyway, so he has confirmed to us that he is leaving it as just a music channel now. Although I do think it was strange how he's changing his channel so often every other day. It's almost like he couldn't make his mind up, or he's just having like a bit of a manic episode. I don't know. But people are saying he should definitely make a second YouTube channel. They would love that. They're missing his old vlogs and him just chit-chatting to them. The only issue now is it will be a lot harder for Carrington to grow his following, I feel like, on YouTube, because he doesn't have the backing of the Jake Webber and Johnny Gilbert fandom that he did beforehand. But I feel like Carrington's still somewhat well known enough. Like he could probably hit like another 100,000 on a separate channel. It might just take him a few months and maybe a bit longer to do so. And also, if you guys remember, Carrington didn't really put any effort into his YouTube videos. Like he didn't edit them or anything. He kind of just done almost like live streams really. He just turned the camera on, very like Trisha Paytas style videos. Turned the camera on, said his piece, said whatever he was talking about, and then turned it off, uploaded the video. That was literally it. But I feel like people are starting to like those style of YouTube videos again. Like if you guys don't know, there's a guy called Ian on YouTube. He just like turns the camera on, shows everyone around his 7-Eleven job, and he's like being blown up online recently. And he does edit his videos, but it's very like minimal effort videos, just like, you know, clips of I'm getting into my car now, and then cut to him in the store, him driving back from the store, like very simple content. And I feel like that's definitely Carrington. We've got Carrington and Ian on YouTube collab. I'm a marketing genius. Imagine Carrington working at 7-Eleven, that'd be hilarious. Anyway, just saying, great ideas, guys, great ideas. But I feel like Carrington ultimately just wants a little space on YouTube where he can just connect with his fans. He just wants to chit chat to people, I feel like, and he just wants to connect with those people that care about him the most, I suppose. So I don't think Carrington actually has any ambitions of being like a big YouTube influencer. Maybe the whole reason, maybe part of the reason, we'll probably never know, but I think a big reason as to why he kind of has stopped hanging out with Jake and Johnny is because he couldn't handle the pressures of dealing with their massive fan bases. So I think he just wants like a smaller channel probably, just to connect with those few people that do F with him. I personally don't really see why he has to separate his music from his like vlog style and more personal styled content. A lot of people like Jake Webber and Johnny Gilbert talking about them too. They always just upload their music and their music videos on their normal channels because it's all just to do with them. And I feel like I don't understand why Carrington doesn't just do that. I believe they have separate channels for their live content, so when they stream and stuff, they all have like, I think it's like a Johnny Gilbert live channel, which I believe is Johnny Gilbert's, maybe it's a fan page, I don't know. And there's one for Jake Webber as well. That's quite a smart thing to do, because obviously with lives, once again, they're low effort. You just record one take and then upload it, and then, you know, hope for the best, I guess. But it's smart for them to make a separate channel for that, because their main channel is like very like high edited videos, like music videos that take a lot of time and money and effort to do. It's all very professional and highly edited. It makes sense to separate that content from content that's just like really low effort. So that makes sense to me. And to be fair, having said that, maybe that makes a bit more sense of Carrington because his content was low effort stuff anyway. To then have like music videos and music they put a lot of time and effort into. So I can see why you'd separate that. But if I was Carrington, I would have kept the YouTube channel the same, just carried on doing vlogs. But let's be real, guys, if the Raven situation never happened, Carrington would still be making vlogs and personal videos on his YouTube channel. The whole reason why he stopped was because of all the backlash from the Raven situation. If that never happened, I'm sure he would have kept his YouTube channel the same. I think what Carrington should have really have done is left the YouTube channel how it was, just started making content in there again, talking about stuff, and he should have made a separate YouTube channel for his music. And then on his bigger channel, he could just promote his YouTube channel when he releases new music and stuff. That's what I would have done. But like I said, if the Raven situation never happened, I think his YouTube channel would have been kept normal. He'd been posting every few months like he used to. So as we know, after the Raven drama, Carrington went very quiet on everything. The only platforms he was somewhat active on were TikTok and Instagram once again, just him promoting his music music and nothing else. Like very, very quiet for a good few months. And it's only recently, since the release of his new EP and bleaching his hair white, he's been promoting as normal and is even talking about making vlogs and personal videos again. I wasn't sure if Carrington was ever going to come back to social media like that, but it looks like he is. I think Carrington's plan was, which I said at the start, he's just gonna go quiet, go very down low, ignore everything, use this opportunity to go and hide in music studios and do what he needs to do, and then once the situation is blown over, which it now is, I don't think Carrington's really receiving any backlash from the Raven situation anymore. Everyone's forgotten about it. This is what happens on the internet, so he is gonna come out like normally now. That's literally what's happening. Also think partly as to why Carrington, talking of him distancing himself from Jake and Johnny Gilbert, the Raven situation was so intense, I think it probably just threw Carrington. Like, I don't want to be as well known as Jake Webber and Johnny Gilbert because this is the kind of stuff that can happen. I think he just wants to have a bit more of a smaller following, at least when it comes to stuff like YouTube and that. He wants to keep a bit more low key, but I think he probably just wants to make a smaller channel just for like vlogs and stuff for people who actually F with him, but you know, not on the level of Jake Webber and Johnny Gilbert, because I don't think he wants to risk another like situation like Raven happening again. Now what's also funny, I shared in a recent video where I was talking about Tara Yummy, how she deleted a Stuck in the Car episode of someone, and a lot of people in the comments were saying they reckon it's James Charles. Tara Yummy was saying how awkward and strange this encounter was and they just weren't going to put it on their YouTube channel. Let me play a quick clip of that right here.
What's the most awkward Stuck in the Car you've done?
The most awkward Stuck in the Car which I've ever done never got posted because it never got done. Like,
Tell me who it is. So fucking awkward.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine.
And I don't think anyone...
I cannot imagine you doing that.
I know.
But that also, like, wouldn't have been good.
No. and you know what's funny is I don't think anyone knows that
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy!
Yeah, they canceled on me. And I was like waiting there for like hours.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Fucking of course they did.
Yeah, so...
Wow, that's juicy.
I know.
You're gonna bleep that out.
I'm gonna bleep it out.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's just
But I want
funny.
them to try and figure it out.
It's just funny to think that like people don't know that.
So as I said, a lot of people were thinking it was James Charles, but some people were commenting on my video and thinking it was Carrington. And I thought that's an interesting take, that's an interesting interpretation. I don't feel like it is Carrington, only because Carrington and Tara Yummy and Jake Webber, they've all been avoiding each other for like months. So I would be very shocked if they filmed any content with each other now. Also, Carrington and Tara Yummy, when they did film with each other and they did get on, they got on quite well. Like, I don't feel like it would be awkward. I mean, maybe it would be now, I guess, if they just threw Carrington into a car with Tara Yummy. I just can't see that happening. They've all been very distant and weird of Carrington the whole time, so why would they do that? So I don't think it was Carrington, but I thought that's an interesting take. So apparently it is Jake Webber's birthday today. I had no idea. So everyone's posting little happy birthday messages on their stories, like Johnny Gilbert and Tara Yummy have been, and guess who has not? So Carrington has not wished Jake Webber a happy birthday, which I know people are like, you know, maybe it's not a big deal, blah 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 blah. I understand that, but it's strange because only recently they've been slowly kind of like giving little hints online that they're somewhat cool with each other. I say that mainly Jake Webber to Carrington. Carrington has not put up anything on his socials about Jake Webber or Tara Yummy at all. Obviously Johnny Gilbert's an outlier because Johnny Gilbert has been fine with Carrington even throughout the whole situation, which I think is quite sweet really, because Johnny Gilbert stuck with Carrington even when everyone was cancelling him. To me that's like a true friend anyway, so I can fully understand why Carrington would be off of Jake Webber and Tara Yummy especially, but it still rocks with Johnny Gilbert. I'm sure if it's Johnny Gilbert's birthday, Carrington might do a shout out, we'll see, but this does not surprise me at all. Jake Webber's been slowly dropping hints, but then they've all been like half-assed hints. Jake Webber shouted out Carrington's new music recently, but it seemed like he was forced to do it. I think management just forced him to do it to help promote Carrington's music because they're all under the same management. So I hear, that's the rumours that I hear. Don't know if that's true or not, but it makes sense to me. And it's probably the whole reason why they all got forced into a content house in the first place, because they're all under the same management to make money together. It does make sense. And then obviously there was that photo that everyone started talking about recently where Carrington was photographed with Jake Webber and Tara Yummy partying in LA somewhere. But the thing is guys, I don't think one photo really means anything. I mean, they probably all are in the same circles, they probably all know the same people. LA is not that big, like all the influencers all know each other. Of course Carrington is going to be going to the same events that Jake Webber and Tara Yummy are at some point. They're going to bump into each other at some point. They're both in the same game, living in the same place. That's just going to happen. And I think Carrington and Jake Webber, they are smart enough and professional enough to, when they see each other, to be civil and be professional and say hi and bye and how you doing, blah blah blah, but that does not mean that they actually like each other anymore. So I don't think we should go by that one photo too much. But anyway, what do you guys think of all this tea? Let me know down below. Let's have a kiki, let's have a chit chat. And that's it for this video guys. So like and subscribe to my channel for more of me. I know you want to, baby. Hit the bell notification to be notified and pop up on your screen with a new video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.